Right, so it's been a little bit since I've done a check-in, and I've decided to come out into the garden where it's both a combination of being really peaceful and it kind of came to my attention in one of my conversations with Jeff when I was talking about the garden and how I've got the rose bushes and the wisteria and the honeysuckle and the forsythia, and that it's like all kind of chaotic and all twined in. And now I like to kind of clean and organize the garden, but at the same time, I leave some things alone just to see in their natural process and state what's going to happen. And I feel like that story is really important to what's going on now, because when we set off on our business deal, we realized that there were some potential sort of unknowns and something almost like a little bit of craziness or insanity, and no surprise to the situation that's kind of what's happening now. And this week there's definitely been a situation that's changed that will be interesting by the end of the day to see if it's handled, and if the business deal that we set out is going to move forward in the same direction we had planned, or if we might change it a little bit. And I was talking to Jeff, and we were sort of going over what's happening and kind of talked about how it could be perceived as a really stressful situation. And I'm actually feeling kind of a piece about it, and just sort of in that same way that I see some of the chaos in the garden, and I just watch it, and I just kind of want to see what happens. Like I think that's how I'm feeling. I think that there's a part of me that must enjoy it on some level, or puts myself almost as like a bystander to just see what goes on. Part of how I've been able to move forward with the business and do some of the things that I'm doing, and have the time with my family that's so important to me, is that I've decided that I don't really need to clean and organize the home. I can manage to live in somewhat of a disorganized state, so I'm going to get back to that. And then the other thing is that I don't watch TV, and I don't miss it, and I get the same sort of pleasure in just my normal interactions in life with people and relationships and my garden and nature, and just being who I am. And I think that I bring that, and part of the process that I'm working with Jeff is really made me feel comfortable in accepting who I am and living my life as myself. So that's where we are. We'll see what happens tomorrow.